Value lies in faster action. China Business News covers everyday business news, provides in-depth analysis and insight, and creates the greatest value for Chinese businessmen and investors. Business newspaper, best choice, China Business News.
A cup of first-class high mountain tea embodies health and time-honored culture. Can you imagine a combination of pillow and tea? That's Tea Garden Pillow. Our tea leaves are selected from mountains 1,200 meters above sea level. The pillow brings you the fragrance of a tea garden, immersing you in a healthy, natural sleep environment. Tea Garden Pillow, a blend of health and culture. Start enjoying Tea Garden Pillow today.
Hey, Ji, hi.
Hi, Tom.
Where are you going?
I'm going to jet travel.
Huh? Why?
I'm going back to China.
Visa, air ticket, hotel. If you want to go to China, please contact Jade Travel. It's a one-stop travel shop.
Jet travel, one-stop travel shop. Jet travel, your gateway to the Far East.
Visa, air ticket, hotel.
CCTV9, China's only English-language news channel, broadcasts throughout China and across the globe. CTV Golden Bridge is CCTV International's exclusive advertising agent and can put your company in touch with an audience of millions.
Well, I'd like to move away from talking about history and talking about religion between our two countries. And I'd like to talk about something a little bit more contemporary, and that's the glitz and glamour. There's a lot of glitz and glamour in both India and China, and I think you know what I'm trying to allude to, and that, of course, leads to the movie industry. Tell me a little bit about Bollywood, because I know that Bollywood is more prolific than Hollywood.
Yes, it is.
How many movies does Bollywood produce a year?
Close to 900 movies every year.
900 movies?
900 movies in India. That is, include Bollywood, and we have regional centers of film production, Chennai, which was previously known as Madras in South India, and Kolkata, which you know as Calcutta, where incidentally China is opening a consulate general during this year. So we have a number of centers of film production, but Mumbai, which is the home of Bollywood, is, I mean, the major producer of Indian films.
Why are movies so dear to the heart for Indian people?
I think both, as in India and in China, we are people who have rich imaginations, and we have a very rich tradition of dance and music and folklore and stories, and even before the movies came into this world, we had folk theatre, we had folk drama, we had dances, we had the religious dances, we had the secular entertainment. So all that has come together with the help of technology into the movie industry. So there is a tradition, I believe, in India, and I believe it is so in China also, to support the arts.
And it feels like it's just been recently where the international media has really begun to focus on your movie industry. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think with India's economic growth and the success story of India in so many spheres, in IT and communications and the Indian diaspora, we have 20 million Indians who live outside India, people of Indian origin, who've gone to various parts of the world, and they've brought along the traditions of India. And you go into the West Indies. If you've heard of the Indian origin author V.S. Naipaul, who won the Nobel Prize also, he speaks of how in his hometown he could hear the old Indian folk songs and witness the folk dramas, and those traditions have been carried by the Indian diaspora. So the Indian films, watching Indian films and listening to Indian movie music and all has been dispersed around the world, and therefore you have audiences across the world now watching Bollywood movies, and not only Indians, because I noticed that in the UK and the US box office charts, very often you'll find an Indian movie that figures in the list. And a number of Indian movie directors have, and of course you've heard of Satyajit Ray, who is a legend of the cinema, not only in India but across the world, and you must have seen his movies. They express the spirit of India beautifully. And you have directors like Meera Nair. She has made very successful Hollywood movies, including the recent one, The Namesake, which is got a lot of rave reviews. And you have Manoj Naik Shyamalan, who was born in India, but who has made very successful Hollywood movies. So I think the Indian entertainer and Indian entertainment has arrived.
Right. China also has a burgeoning movie industry, especially internationally focused one, with stars like Zhang Ziyi, Gong Li, and directors like Zhang Yimou and Chen Kaige. Are Indian directors now and producers, are they now focusing some movies particularly for the international arena as well, not just for the domestic market?
Yeah, they focus for the Indian diaspora. Now, the Indian diaspora, many of them live abroad, and they have adopted the customs and ways of life of the countries where they've settled down. Right. So you have a number of movies made for Indians settled in Australia or the US. So I think, and that in a sense is also part of globalization.
Right.
And a lot of and Indian movie directors, Indian producers watch Hollywood movies. They watch, movies from other parts of the world, including Chinese movies. And I'm sure there is a lot of, inspiration also that is drawn from these.
Absolutely. We produced a clip on some of the Bollywood movies or the Indian movies. Let's take a look.
से बचकर कहाँ जाइएगा, जहाँ जाइएगा हमें पाइएगा, अजी हमसे बचकर कहाँ जाइएगा, ठहर जाइएगा, ठहर जाइएगा, अजी हमसे बचकर कहाँ जाइएगा, जहाँ जाए।
ओए, कुआरी कुड़ी तो फोटो आ गया। किन्ने सुने मुंडे हैं तीनों के तीनों।
तीनों एक ही तो लगते हैं।
ना पुत्र नौकरे हैं। देख, वो ऐड किया कुआरी कुड़ी ना। कुड़ी कुड़ी कुड़ी, चूज कर ले मुंडा, 1 2 या 3, ते आओ, ते आओ, ते आओ, ते आओ।
दादी, मुझे कोई शादी नहीं करनी है 1 2 and 3 से।